First and foremost, digital transformation, I believe, never ends, because you start it and you start looking at changing your culture, changing the organizational capability, how you're organized, how you think, and also start to introduce those building blocks that will enable you to start transforming and to start iterating and to start really understanding how your customers are interacting with you. So digital transformation is constant and continuous. The whole aspect around digital transformation is that the organizational boundaries need to fall apart. And it's really coming together in that cross-functional thinking. So it's the CTO, it's the Chief Product Officer, it's the Chief Marketing Officer. It's these people need to come together and need to work collaboratively in A, being able to prioritize effectively, and B, to enable the dedicated teams of people to come together and really live and breathe those experiences. Well, I was involved into it because I went through the whole process in the past 3.5 years that I've been here of change, of moving towards. We started our transformation and our enablement through the move to the cloud, first and foremost, which opened us up to the ability to scale, to transform, to test different ways and techniques, to then looking at how we are able to actually expose our great content into multiple channels and introducing those building blocks that enable us that. So leveraging cloud technologies and leveraging the latest tech out there to be able to decompose our experiences in components and to encapsulate our content into machine-readable format, to introducing platforms that enable us to understand how our customers are interacting with those products and experiences. Sometimes I think the role of the CTO is to be able to explain where things are, but I think the most important thing around the role of the CTO is thinking around those technologies that are coming up and how those technologies can enable us to really change the way we are interacting with that customer, but also be able to work really closely with the product side and understanding what's that most valuable new feature that will help us move forward and help us reach that North Star metric. I think, you know, when one of the challenges around this industry is that it went through a few cycles. Yeah, the cycle from moving from print to the introduction of web, but then through the introduction of the iPad, which is what's going to revolutionize the way you consume content. And at each stage, many organizations have started to tack on different capabilities. That led to a landscape that is really, really inflexible, yeah? And rethinking that and actually breaking it up and choosing the slice that you are going to be looking to evolve and change is really important. For us, it was put in a means of connecting our different silos of content and expose that content out. Secondly was, let's put in a means of iterating that experience on desktop that leverages that content. Then it was around getting that content and make that content reachable into different channels so we can increase our reach while exploring different different new channels like over-the-top platforms, OTT type platforms, and voice type platforms, and exploring those and seeing what type of lessons we're learning through the implementation. And then looking at bringing that together into an experience that that brings both written word, audio, and video in one single experience to our customer.